my beautiful vloggies. Well, here we are, still in lockdown. But I tell you what, I have vested interest in your safety. Okay? Let me explain myself. You see, I need you. I need you to be safe and well because you are my audience. See, when I start touring again, I want to see you all. We all need to celebrate. I need you to come and see my Aretha and me or Billy and me or whatever shows I am doing. So I have vested interest in every single one of you, my lovely vloggies. Anyway, you know, I'm sure you have heard the saying, cleanliness is next to godliness. Yes, it's an old saying, started apparently in the churches, okay? Well, COVID-19 is saying just that. We need to be clean. Wash hands all the time, protect ourselves, sanitize everything in sight, okay? Just be vigilant. Oh my goodness, you know, it's just tough. But this is why I keep doing these vlogs to remind all of you little bits of things to do. Okay, my husband and I went out to shop today. It's scary. Nobody was wearing, well, very few people wearing face masks. And it got me thinking, you see, in Czech Republic, what they did, and they don't have this rise in numbers of victims of deaths with COVID-19, because they did something really clever. They were not waiting for the government to give them masks. You see, those special masks should be going to NHS, should be going to people in the front lines. But for us, we can protect ourselves by making our own masks, which is what they did in Czech Republic. You know what they did? They turned theaters into mini sewing factories and they made millions of face masks and gave them away. It protects you from droplets. When somebody sneezes or coughs, it hangs around in the air and you could walk straight through it without even knowing. But if you have that face mask, it protects you. And if you cough or sneeze, it protects others from you. So as they say, it protects you and it protects me. Okay? So I started making face masks at home and I'm just going to share with you how to make face masks. It's quite simple. You can make your own. We don't have to wait for the government to supply masks for us. Let them deal with people in the front line who are trying to save lives of those who tested positive to this virus and who have to be in the hospital. Okay? So, let me show you how to make face mask. How to make a simple face mask, okay? We all need face masks these days to protect you and to protect me. You take a white bed sheet. It could be any fabric of any color. Okay, you know me, I'll probably end up with sequin face masks. Only kidding. But anyway, what you do is you cut out a square. This started off as a perfect square. It will be, you take a tape measure, 9 inches. Okay, 9 inches square. And then you hem each end, two ends of it, two opposite ends, like that. So you have like a stitch there, hemmed, and one hemmed at that end. Because this is cotton, it frays at the end. You know what I mean? The threads come out. So you can zigzag on the machine. If you haven't got a machine, you can actually sew all of these by hand. They will probably take longer. But if you have a machine, please make this face mask and hand them out or send them to people. Okay? This is what you're going for. This is the end result. This is what you want to achieve. This goes round the ears. Okay, and you have your face mask. Anyway, next stage from the square is you take the square and you pleat it. So you see, you pleat 3 pleats. And the result, when you have pleated it, it could be anything, but mine, I would say, should be 4 inches. So it should be 4 inches wide once you pleated it, and it expands to that. Okay, and then you stitch both ends. I've stitched these ones, pin this first, stitch both ends, and you still get that effect. And the next stage is you'd have to sew the elastic. You take a piece of elastic band, 8 inches it should be, and you stitch it at the end, one at that end and another at this end. The elastic bands go over the ears. These elastic bands go over the ears. If you haven't got elastic band at home, use a string. And if you know how to make a bias binding or string out of the sheet, you just cut out 1.5 inches, okay, of fabric, 1.5 inches wide. You fold it into itself and stitch it so it comes out like this. You need about, I would say, 12 inches or even longer. If you're making it for a man, it ties at the back of the head. So if you have the string, there should be one at each end. I'll just use this elastic band as an example. One at each end, okay? So you see it, so you can tie at the back of the head. You've got your face mask. This is the result. This is your face mask. It goes over the nose, over the mouth, and under the chin. Great. Now, back to beeswax. As my husband would say, back to business. Let's find things that we can do to keep us occupied, okay? Like if you have a garden, of course you garden, you can jet clean your patios, whatever, things like that. If you don't have a garden, there must be many things you can do. I know. If you're in a high-rise block, I really feel for you because it's not easy. But there must be many things you can do. You see, making things like, well, you could go for a walk. So far, we haven't had the total, complete lockdown. There's some stupid people who are out there meeting out in the open, which is really stupid because they're going to make the government lock us down completely. People, be careful, please. Just do what they're saying. Stay home so they can find out how to fight this enemy. We know what the enemy looks like. We know the enemy, but the weapons, we're trying to find out how to conquer this, okay? And staying at home is a very good idea. I promise you, staying at home. I know it's difficult for all of us, but you can, gosh, pamper yourself for goodness sake. Relax. Eat good food. Don't eat anything that'll make you fat because right now, we don't know if we're going to get exercise, okay? Eat good food. Watch good movies that are really nice and gentle and makes you feel good. Don't watch those movies that makes you uptight. It's stupid to do that, okay? And as for the news, my husband and I, maybe 30 minutes a day because it's getting too much, okay? Our Prime Minister, even my 6-year-old grandson lit a candle with his mother and her partner, and they lit a candle to pray for the Prime Minister, so you must all do that. Anyway, so things to do: walking, sewing, make face masks for you and your family. Any fabric would do, as long as it hasn't got holes. So don't go for lace fabric, okay? Just go for things like sheets, t-shirts, any fabric like old clothes, okay? Even jean fabric would do. Okay, painting. I want to share with you. My daughter's partner, Mark, made cardboard cutouts. Brilliant. I'm going to show you. They're just absolutely fantastic. And he cut out Super Mario Odyssey cartoon characters for our grandson. He's so delighted, and they're really clever. And he painted them. They didn't have paint, so he painted them with, painting different color pens. which is amazing because that's a labor of love. And our 6-year-old grandson absolutely was delighted with the result. So I'm sharing this with you. And they also painted t-shirts. You know, my 6-year-old grandson was so excited he went and got old t-shirts. So there you go, painted t-shirts at the back of them. And it inspired our grandson so much that he painted his idea of the supernova. He's 6.5 and he painted the supernova for grandma and granddad. We are so proud when we got this. Okay, so also must be a painting family. You see, I do my own artwork, I do my paintings, and it keeps me occupied. I sew, you probably see me with sequin masks. Because that's me. I stick beads and sequins and pearls and everything on the mask. I'm only kidding. That's just a joke. But my son Sebastian, whoa, he's been busy painting these models. They're about 1 inch high. Absolutely brilliant. The colors he uses, it's so gifted. They look so real and they're so tiny. My eyesight's not so good. I couldn't paint one of those. Anyway, so whatever you're doing to keep you and your family entertained at home during this lockdown, please let me know. Please do share it with me and subscribe so that I can get your direct message, because I only get direct messages to my email from subscribers. Okay? So take care, guys. I need you. As I said, I need you to be my audience. So I need you to be safe. God bless you all and keep you safe. God bless you and mwah.